inside now, inside Pesto's test kitchen with Pesto and Gina
My daughter,
Pesto.
Gina.
Just kidding.
No.
Little Pesto, baby Pesto.
No, just Gina. Gina Marie.
And the reason Gina is here, well, for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's Father's Day, and you need to hang out with your dad on Father's Day. The second reason is we're kind of reminiscing about when you guys were together on the hit TV game show, Guy's Grocery Games.
How about that?
Over 5 years, almost 10 years ago, right?
I don't know when it was.
Yeah, we're not sure.
It was
but
in
we're
like a galaxy far, far away.
A little bit older
it seems
now.
like anymore.
So take me through it. If people haven't seen the show, we'll show some clips. But what we're trying to do here, we're getting toward the end of the show, and you guys had to do what?
Well, we had made it through the first 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Not obviously, but we had done well enough to make it through the first 2 rounds. We were very confident. And we came to the last round, and we were up against my friends, Keith Taylor and his son. And we came up, and they said, the judges said, Guy said, Guido, my friend, said, we want the ultimate Father's Day meal for sports.
Okay.
If you're sitting down, watching a game,
okay.
blah, blah, blah. But before all this, we had to go up against Guy and his madness and his craziness. He had this big board with like 10 ingredients on it, and you had to bowl with like cantaloupes to get the ingredients that you wanted, or you didn't want. You had to ixnay the ingredients that you didn't have to use because he throws crazy things that you wouldn't normally, like if you want a breaded chicken sandwich, okay, I might use Italian breadcrumbs, I might use panko breadcrumbs.
Easy. That's easy.
No.
Yeah.
We had to use wasabi peas and we had to use ramen noodles as part of the breading. For the chicken sandwich.
And then you guys had to decide what you were going to make. So we weren't sure about the chicken sandwich yet, right?
We weren't sure.
You talked about it.
We talked about it.
And you said this would make a good breading, I hope.
Well, we went around the store because you're not familiar with the store. So we picked up brats. We picked up chicken thighs. We picked up things that I would want to have, maybe Gina would want to have for your Sunday sports spectacular while you're in your recliner with your best friends.
Okay. All right.
And then one of the other things was you had to use canned or jarred cheese sauce as one of the ingredients for either the wingdings or for the sandwich. So we had to use that and a beer.
And a beer.
And a beer.
All right. So we're going to attempt to make.
We're going to recreate
replicate.
Yeah, I think we can replicate it.
The chicken and the chicken sandwich.
I'm going back to I believe it's 2014.
Okay, so it's been about 8-9 years.
It's been a long time.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Welcome back to TV.
Thank you.
I mean, it's
and
been
welcome
a long
back
time.
to Warren, Ohio, Trumbull County.
Yes.
Gina's back in town.
All right, are you on chicken, Gina?
I think I'm on chicken.
So we got some chicken thighs. So when you have chicken thighs, you want to make sure you pound them out so they're even, so they cook even. Because we only had 15 minutes to cook. 15 minutes to cook this.
Okay.
No, 30 minutes to cook it.
Okay.
And during that 30 minutes, there was 2 minutes for which Gina was just cooking, and she is using a very nice instrument there. It's called Thor. My good friend Ron Walker from Louisiana made that, and we nicknamed it Thor.
Okay.
So she did that, and while she's doing that, I am making
You're making the
mix.
breading part.
I'm making the breading part.
Okay.
So I'm taking my ramen. I'm breaking it up. I got this beautiful Roboku. I don't care about the mess on the floor. And I'm going to take some wasabi peas. Wasabi peas are great. They're great in salads. Great little snack, healthy.
Do you like them?
No.
They're a little hot.
I don't. Yeah.
They sneak up on you and they get in your nose.
They sneak up on you, but it's only a little bit hot for a little bit. So we're just gonna grind these until it makes like a fine flour that we can mix in with the panko.
Okay.
So sometimes when you're grinding things, you want to do what's called jog it, and you just want to pulse it. So that way it breaks up those big chunks.
Oh, I see.
And we're gonna get this, and we actually at Bistro 1907 turned this into our calamari app.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. All right. Now, as the show's going on, do you think this is going to work?
I'm nervous.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm nervous.
Because you don't know.
We don't know. We don't know how it's going to turn out.
We have no idea how it's going to turn out.
And you have
we have
judges to impress.
very, very brisk competition.
Right.
Because my friend Keith Taylor from Philadelphia, he is a real deal. I'm sorry, everybody. He's a badass chef.
All right.
We broke it out. I said
don't think
badass.
there's a higher compliment a chef can get.
But he is the real deal. Him and his son both.
Okay.
And they really, so of course we're going to add to that. We're going to add a pinch of salt because you can't unseason your breadcrumbs, and some black pepper.
Can I ask you a question about breading?
Yeah.
Do you go milk dry or dry milk, or does it matter?
If you go dry milk, it's going to come apart. You got to go wet, dry.
Wet, dry. Okay.
And then you can double up. You know, like when you go to
wet, dry,
KFC and you want that double crispy.
Yeah.
That's what they do. They go back in.
I didn't know you could do it. Are you ready?
So Gina, you're gonna take those chicken breasts. You're gonna put them in the wet first, which we've seasoned. You know what? From the ramen, save these flavor packs. You never know when you're gonna need chicken broth on the fly.
Okay.
All right.
And this is just milk, right?
That's just milk. It could be buttermilk. And Gina's gonna put it in there, and she's gonna make sure she kind of like gives it a little bit of love and pushes down on it.
Okay.
Because she wants all those little crevices and cracks. Because you know when you get a great chicken sandwiches, it looks like it's a meteorite.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And the reason we pound it down is because
we want an even cooking surface. We want it to be the same thickness because a chicken thigh, there's no two chicken thighs that are the same.
Right.
No two chicken drums that are the same.
Okay.
So you want it to be an even in thickness so it cooks in that 350, 360 degree clean fat for probably about 6 to 8 minutes.
Okay.
So while we're off camera, we're gonna bread a couple more of those, and when we come
good.
back, we're gonna assemble some sandwiches.
that sounds good. Hey, nice job.
Thanks.
And you didn't even have to touch the chicken.
Nope, I didn't even have to touch
We
it.
have the gloves and everything. All right, let's take our break now. We'll go to commercial. When we come back, Lauren will be back on. I know everybody's been waiting for Lauren to show up. She's here. She's going to do a story on tailoring for Dad. Get him fitted and make his suits look
Oh, that
just
sounds
right.
good.
It's the Father's Day edition of Valley Spotlight. Be right back. Thank you, Lauren and Kelly, back here in Pesto's Test Kitchen, our second segment. If you're tuning in late, first of all, where have you been? Second of all, we are recreating the day that Mark and his daughter, Gina, were on Guys Grocery Games with the winning chicken sandwich.
Chicken sandwich and chicken wings.
Chicken sandwich, chicken wings.
But we don't have enough time to do the wings.
We're gonna do the
But we
sandwich
basically make the same wings at Bistro every day.
So, we have breaded this chicken, and you taught me that I'm supposed to kind of swoop it like this.
because you don't want it to stick to the bottom and just let it lay down, just like that.
No
So you want to
hurry.
have around 350 or 60 degree clean oil. You can usually tell when the oil is hot enough when you take a little bit of the dust, you sprinkle it in, and it foams up.
Then you know.
Then you know. So
Okay.
now we're gonna we have a pan heating up. I have a little bit of olive oil in here,
Mm-hmm.
and then we were stuck with beer and canned cheese sauce.
You say that like it's a bad thing. If
It's not.
somebody stuck me with beer and cheese every day, I'd be
It was
okay
not a
with
bad thing. So I'm going to take some serrano chilies because that's what we had. I'm going to take some cilantro. I think I have some salt back here.
Okay.
I'm going to take a pinch of this salt from back here, put it in there. And because salt brings out all the liquid, especially in green vegetables or any vegetables. And you want to stay back a little bit, G, because I don't want you to, you don't. And now we're going to add the beer to deglaze the pan. And it can be any beer. I can't even remember what we used. I think we used a red beer on the show.
What's deglazing?
Deglaze means all the little happy bits that are on the bottom of the pan, you know, when you cook something?
yeah.
It's all those little happy bits. And now we're just going to add that jarred cheese sauce. And that's exactly what we did on the show.
Get all of it out.
Get it all on there, bring it up to speed
And you're making a sauce to pour on the sandwich?
on the sandwich.
Okay.
We absolutely are. So we're just going to get that nice. We want it to thicken up a little bit because we got the beer in there, but we want to take the beer because when you have canned cheese sauce or jarred cheese sauce, it's going to have a little bit of a different taste because they're using like condensed milk. It always has that different kind of taste.
Okay.
So we're going to go back to our chicken breasts.
You want
So
me to
they're
be in
starting
charge
to
of
they're
this? I
starting to
feel
get happy. Look at that color starting to come around.
Once they turn brown like that, right?
Almost, yeah, we're getting there. You know, you never want to serve chicken thighs because chicken thighs, they show pink a little bit more than chicken breasts do. So you want to make sure it's golden brown. You can tell that ramen and that wasabi pea flour along with the panko is really doing a nice job of cooking. But it's nice and happy in that little bath right there.
Okay.
So this is going to we're going to get this up to speed.
What's Gina going to do?
Gina's going to get the buns. You always want to toast your bun for a sandwich. It's just taking care of that bun, and we always like to use a nice brioche bun. It's made with a lot of butter. It has a lot of flavor.
And you just do it in oil?
Oil or garlic butter, whatever you want to do.
Okay.
Medium heat. We're going to get it golden brown on one side, then we're going to flip it over. We're going to kiss the top. Just kiss the top a little bit. It's going to give a little bit of color to
Good
the top.
tip.
And we're going to use the bottom as well.
Okay, the same thing on the bottom. Front, back, front, back.
So you want to make sure when you're cooking these, they come up to about 160 degrees internal temperature. And you know that
I know. I just never know.
Well, you can always get a thermometer, Mike.
That's true. But let's say I don't. Let's say I'm with a chef and he just knows. Are you going by time in your head, internal clock?
Time in my head, internal clock in my head, and also, I've been doing this for 40, God only knows how many years.
Yeah.
But you can also do the whole cheek, the whole palm thing.
Yeah.
This.
If it,
You can
if it
feel
feels
it.
like that.
If it feels too springy, you know it's not done enough.
Okay.
You want it to be able to press it, it's firm. And then you're gonna know it's pretty much done.
She's working on her cheese sauce.
Yeah, we're working on this, but to have that experience to do guys' grocery games with my daughter in California, she was living in Tampa at the time, so we flew out at 2 separate times. We didn't meet up at the same time. See how that's starting to golden up like that, and that's exactly what you want, and just flip it over
And kiss it.
and just give it that kiss.
What, was the other daughter upset she didn't get to do it?
Amy was not upset she didn't get to do it. I wish Amy would have got to do it. I wish there would have been photography and cooking at the same time. So you see how that cheese sauce is getting really, really nice? Why don't you grab a spoon? We'll taste it, Mike. Because it might need something. Might need a little salt, might need a little pepper, might need a little garlic.
Okay.
Get yourself another spoon.
Okay.
I don't want your cooties.
I thought you were going to feed me like that one time. Remember that?
It's good.
Okay.
Taste the beer. It's got a nice spice.
That is a little spicy, isn't it?
Well, the Serrano chilies.
Okay.
The Serrano chilies.
Let's take our break.
We're going to take our break.
When we
We're
come
gonna
back-
we're going to assemble some sandwiches. We're going to have
Yeah.
some slushies, too.
Yeah. And in the meantime, we'll check out Julie's Farm Market in Campville. All right, back here to wrap things up.
Hey,
And,
Mike.
we have our chicken sandwiches.
We do.
You want to talk about these first since they're so cool looking?
They are cool looking, aren't they?
These are
These
slushies.
are, we've been experimenting for a long time with the slushies that are going to be at Oaxaca Taco at 132 Niles Cortland Road. And this is the pineapple one. And we have topped the pineapple Warritos slushie with blueberry boba.
They're delightful. And it's a refreshing drink.
Yes. And at one point, once we get our liquor license, parents that come through and get these can get those with a little bit of a kick.
Oh, I see where you're going with that.
Yes.
Now I'm getting
Yes.
it.
So we will have
who
adult
knew?
slushies for the adults and kids slushies for the kids. But these are absolutely the best slushies I've ever tasted
They're
from
great.
Warritos, and I think they're going to be a big hit. And I think they're going to go great with the sandwich.
Want to film? Who wants to make my sandwich, or what are we doing?
Here we go.
It's the
First,
cheese next.
We're going with the cheese sauce next. We're
Okay.
just going to go liberal right over the top. Then, Mike, we're going to go lettuce,
Yeah.
and we're going to go a couple tomatoes, and
Okay.
just put your bun on top. Gina, same with you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Lettuce, tomato.
Thank you.
There you go.
Now, what was Guy's reaction or the judge's reaction when they had this?
We killed it.
I mean, what did they? You remember what they said?
We killed it.
Just that's it.
That's
You
it.
guys killed it.
We killed it. That's what they said.
Are you supposed to eat
It's not. It's not.
You know, when you have a sandwich like this, you got to do almost like a Philly Chicago kind of. You got to gear up.
You got to
gotta
forget
the
you're on
stance,
television right now.
And you got to remember, there's going to be some stuff that drips down.
You got to go to get a good lean, a good tilt.
You got to get a
in case
good
you
lean.
drip. That's a good sandwich. That's a good
That's
sandwich.
delicious.
Yeah.
Crunch.
Where'd you get these pickles?
They're
There's probably a
Italian
story.
style pickles
I knew it.
from a new grocer out in Boardman
Uh huh.
that I'm not getting paid to represent.
Okay.
So we'll have to figure it out.
All right. Well,
they're delicious.
That's fine. You know what I'm
What
going
a
to do
great
for you on
sandwich.
this Father's Day? Give you one of those for your cheeks.
Gina, I think this is why we won.
This is delicious. I don't think we got to try the original, the one that we made.
We didn't get to try any of our food.
Yeah.
So
You
we
happy
don't
with
know how it
that?
tasted. Yeah.
Are you enjoying your Father's Day so far?
Dad, are you enjoying your Father's Day so far?
I am. I mean, it's coming up. I think it's going to be great. I think we're going to have a lot of fun. And we're going to have a lot of fun at Bistro with our guests at Bistro, but I'm going to have a lot more fun with my family.
Awesome. Great job, you guys.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for welcoming us into your home, okay?
Yeah, what a great sandwich.
It's really good.
I should actually put that on the menu.
It's actually really good.
I don't know. It seemed pretty involved.
Crispy, crunchy. No, not really. Once you do it on a mass scale, it's pretty easy.
Yeah. Well,
Just as my brother would say, building layers of flavor.
and that's what we did.
That's what we did.
today. Well, you can watch the show on many different platforms. A lot of
Yep.
people do it on Facebook. Some people, once the show's over, go to valleyspotlight.com.
Yep.
All the episodes are on there and all your cooking tips and
Yep.
things like that. We have a Roku channel.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we have one.
That's awesome.
I'm not sure how to use it. I think
Nor am I.
there's a Roku on my television
Sure,
somewhere. But
sure.
yeah, anyway,
But does Roku have slushies like this?
not a chance.
These slushies are going to be killer.
They are awesome.
And
All right.
pineapple's not going to be the only flavor.
As we say goodbye as a special Father's Day present, not one, but 2 retromercials today.
Yes.
So we're going back to the old mall days and Hickory Farms, which
Oh my
Gina
God.
had not heard of. I don't know if they still have Hickory
Not. I
Farms.
mean, it wasn't a Christmas unless you got something from Hickory Farms.
Yeah, or you won
It really
something.
wasn't.
That's what they should have given you, a Hickory Farms gift basket on Guys Grocery Games. That would have been a nice present.
Well, that would have been
Grand
nice.
prize.
But we even had better because we went out and we had burgers, to me, at one of the better burger places in America.
Oh, well,
and I
there
wish
we go.
we would have them here.
Does it rhyme with Schmin and Schmout? Because they're out west.
Schmout, no.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't the In-N-Out burger?
It wasn't.
Oh, okay, very good.
In-N-Out has got great burgers.
Very good, very good. Should we say goodbye?
Goodbye for now.
a
Happy
good
Father's
show.
Day, everybody out
Happy
there.
Father's Day.
Bye-bye.
Last year's Father's Day gift lasted a little too long. This year, give Dad something from Hickory Farms. It's a gift that won't last long at all.
For all the do-it-yourselfer dads out there, Sears has the largest selection of tools for Father's Day. Like this 54-piece Craftsman mechanics tool set, made in America, guaranteed forever, only $39.99 including case and Sears exclusive quick-release ratchet. Or this Craftsman 3-drawer rally box with tumbler lock, also $39.99. For thousands of gift ideas you can work with this Father's Day, make it Craftsman tools. Only at Sears, bringing America's best to you.
If you like this video, subscribe to Valley Spotlight on YouTube and be sure to click on the notifications bell so you know when we've got some new stuff. You also can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to us on Vimeo or our Roku channel.